Hello everyone, my name's Ian Eagleton and I am the author of Nen and the Lonely Fisherman and Glitter Boy, and today I'm really excited because I get to introduce you to this brand new book, The Rainbow Flamingo, which is written by Catherine Emmett and illustrated by Claire Powell. It's a story of a young flamingo called Adele who's hiding a bit of a secret. Shall we start? Are you ready? Let's begin. Right on the shore of the Great Zumbo Lake, 1,000 flamingos were starting to wake. Some ruffled their feathers and some took a drink, but all of the 1,000 flamingos were pink. The pink colour came from the shrimp that they ate. They gobbled it up at a frightening rate. That's just how it was, how it always had been. A non-pink flamingo had never been seen. But one young flamingo, Adele was her name, knew under her wings something wasn't the same. Whilst quite unremarkably pink from outside, inside were some colours she struggled to hide. She'd tried eating up all the shrimp that she could, but somehow it just didn't do what it should. She fretted and feared what the others would think if anyone saw underneath wasn't pink. The yearly flamboyance was coming up quick, which made poor Adele feel all worried and sick. Flamingos competed from all over town, but only the pinkest would take home the crown. This year, Adele's class would be dancing a dance. They'd all pirouette and they'd twirl and they'd prance. Adele knew for sure there'd be nowhere to hide. She'd never keep all of her colours inside. Her friends were excited. They chatted away and practised the steps for their dance the next day. She watched them all laughing, but felt so alone. She made her excuses and then headed back home. Adele felt all anxious, so sought out her mum. She summoned her courage, but then she said, Her mum had been sticking some shrimp onto sticks, and now she was giving some cake dough a mix. Yes, darling, what is it? I've lots to prepare, and haven't a clue which tiara to wear. Adele felt her feelings well up in her heart, but just couldn't seem to find where she should start. She felt all choked up, and the words wouldn't come. It isn't important, so don't worry, Mum. Adele slunk away to a quieter spot. Her eyes felt all teary, her cheeks felt all hot. Perhaps she could find some new food or drink that maybe, just might, make those feathers turn pink. And so she set off to find new things to eat. Some tasted quite sour, while some tasted sweet. Some foods were all spiky and quite hard to munch, whilst some were determined they wouldn't be lunch. Some made her eyes water with each single bite, but one made her tummy feel really not right. Oh dear. Her stomach felt swirly, then whirly, then sick. She had to get home, and she'd better go quick. By this point, Adele was decidedly green, the least pink flamingo that ever there'd been. She wobbled and worried. Oh, what have I done? But just as she panicked, she spotted her mum. She tried to explain, but she barely could speak, as long held back tears slowly rolled down her beak. Oh, darling, what is it? Let's get you back home. At last, Adele saw that she wasn't alone. And this time she could find the right way to start. Adele didn't stop till she'd poured out her heart. Her mum sat and listened, Adele, we love you. We couldn't care less if you're green, pink or blue. Adele dried her tears, feeling better at last. A lifetime of hiding was now in her past. The yearly flamboyance began the next day, and soon all the dancing was well underway. The party was swinging, the music was loud. Adele gave a gulp when she saw the huge crowd. Her mum squeezed her close as they made their way in. Your dance will be starting. You'd better begin. Adele felt all sweaty but took up her place and focused upon her mum's proud beaming face. She took a deep breath and she thrust her wings high. She danced and she pranced and she leapt for the sky. When all of the crowd saw the rainbowy sight, they honked and they flapped and they clapped with delight. That year the flamboyance danced right through the town. The rainbow flamingo had taken the crown. And later, Adele found she wasn't alone, as some of her friends had some hues of their own. So don't be afraid, wear your feathers with pride. We all have some fabulous colours inside. What a beautiful, hopeful, uplifting book. I hope you enjoyed it. That was The Rainbow Flamingo, written by Catherine Emmett and illustrated by Claire Powell. Thank you so much for joining me today. Bye.